We're gonna do commissioner comments at the end. We have city traffic engineer comments. You're muted.
I have a couple of things to share with the commission. One of them, I have a note here to let Commissioner Linke know that we've received his concerns about the VMT guidelines, and that that subject will be an agenda item in the near future. I don't know if Transportation Director Frank wants to chime in on that.
Just in line with your comment that we are planning to bring that to the commission later this year, as it is included in your work plan. So that was our intent.
Okay, thank you. And then one thing that just recently came up, you know, the changing conditions with COVID, City Council has gone back to a 3 p.m. start for their City Council meetings. And I was wondering if the commission would be wanting to consider starting this meeting back at 3, since we're back to a virtual setting, and given the light of some of the length of these meetings. And
okay, do we have thumbs up? Is anyone interested?
Would it require a vote, Ellie?
Yes,
So a motion and a vote would.
yeah, a motion and a vote if they change.
I move that we start these meetings again at 3 o'clock, as long as they're online.
I'll second.
Seconding? Okay, anyone has any? Okay, my connection. Anyone has any, Commissioner Linke, do you have issues? I see your hand.
I don't have any problem moving it back to 3, since we're during working hours at 4 anyway. I mean, I prefer public input, so after dinner, but the difference between 3 or 4 is no big deal. But I'm wondering if does this have to be a noticed thing? I know with other, the Planning Commission put it in an agenda notice. So I don't know if Mr. Contreras is still around. Is this okay for us to change our meeting time without notice?
You know, help me remember, the last time, did we have an agendized item about what to do going back to the in-person format? Is that when we decided to go to 4 o'clock? Was that how it worked?
That's how, yeah, we decided.
Okay. Could you also help me remember, when we arrived at the 3 o'clock time, was that an agendized notice like a year and a half ago? How did we arrive at the 3 o'clock time? Because you know, as long as we notice, the point I'm making, we're not having extensive discussion. As long as we vote, as long as we give notice well in advance of the next meeting, that to the public that we are, you know, Deputy City Manager Gomez, do you want to weigh in there?
My recollection was it was because City Council was starting at 3 p.m.
Yeah, and we're going to have a month's notice.
Yeah, do you think 72 hours is enough for the public?
What's your question, Ellie?
My question is, because we do post the agenda at council chambers and we do distribute all the information. Is 72 hours enough, or do you think should be more?
No, yeah, you know, if we could bump it up just so that the message gets out, that's good. But I think though that as a result of this meeting, if our meeting minutes go up online and then the posting, if we can get a little bit more, that's always helpful. But you know, I think the public will get its notice that we're moving up by 1 hour.
Okay, and I
Does
can
the city
work
website have the hours of the meeting, the city website for
yeah,
does.
it does, and I will change once it's decided. So we'll be changing our website immediately as of tomorrow. And another thing is I can put a flyer together and send to all the constituents that are signed for the Traffic and Mobility Commission.
Okay, So we have a motion on the floor. Commissioner, is here, Commissioner Linky, you have comments?
My question was not related to that, but more related to, can we change the time at this meeting without it being a noticed agenda item on this meeting? Because I know the planning commission just made a decision on their meeting plan, but I think they had it on their agenda as an item of discussion.
The
It's
safest
just
course of action,
formality.
Commissioner Linky, you're correct. The safest, absolute safest course of action is to agendize it. So we can, by this vote, if we were to just change the motion to bring it back, to agendize it next month to see about changing that time, that's the safest course of action. So, if we wanted to be in an abundance of caution, we can proceed that way and have zero issue.
I think it's your call, Mr. Contreras.
Yeah, let's do that because, just to be on the safe side so that we don't have any Brown Act issues, I think Commissioner Linky, you bring up a good point. So let's just, if the maker of the motion wouldn't mind, if the maker would entertain a change to just agendize this at the next meeting, which would still be at 4, then we would be in the best circumstance possible.
Question.
So I withdraw my motion and change it to what we just suggested. Let's agendize it and take care of it next month.
Question though, so then we would still start at 3 o'clock for our next month's meeting? No? Okay, if it's agendized, okay.
No.
Thank you.
Okay,
I
so
second.
Vice Chair Perez, are you seconding?
Yes, second.
Okay, so Commissioner Pincier made the motion to agendize the change of the time of our future meetings, and Commissioner Vice Chair Perez seconded. Can we go for a vote?
Yes. Commissioner Coelho,
Aye.
Commissioner Linky,
Aye.
Commissioner Pensiers,
Yes,
Commissioner Fowler is absent. Vice Chair Perez,
Yay, sorry.
Chair Gokin.
Yes. So it passed 5-1 with 1 being absent. Okay, anything else, Mr. Kim?
No, does Director Frank have any additional comments? I have no more comments.
No, I don't have any additional comments. Thank you.
Okay,